So make sure you go back and fill in with all of the hydrogens that you need in your structure so that every carbon has four bonds. Now, let's talk a little bit about isomers. How do you come up with an isomer of butane? Remember that isomers are going to have the exact same molecular formula, so all of these numbers equal, but they'll have a different structure. These structural isomers will have a different structural formula. So, how could we make an isomer of butane? Well, the idea here is to go ahead and make your butane, to take a carbon off the end of the chain, and then find a spot for it that will be a brand new isomer. Now, I'll show you, I took it off this end. If I go put it on the other end of the chain, okay, I switched it. I put it on the other end of the chain. Take a look at that. Have I made an isomer of butane? No, that's not an isomer. So putting it on the end of the chain is not going to do the trick. So when you take a carbon off the end of the chain and you're trying to make an isomer, you have to put it on the middle of the chain. So that's your clue for this one. You're going to have to find a middle spot to put it on and switch it for one of these middle spots to make a brand new isomer. So each isomer should really be a brand new different molecule. And these isomers are actually going to have different properties. They're entirely different molecules with different properties. Um, and you can find ways to name these actually in the textbook. But I will give you a hint for this one. This main chain, there's a couple of ways to name them. One way is found in your textbook. Another way is to look at the main chain and say, okay, there's 1, 2, 3 carbons in the main chain. 1, 2, 3. That main chain will actually be called propane. You might remember how to do this naming from your first year chemistry class. And then it's got a 1 carbon group coming off of it. That 1 carbon group, like methane, is called a methyl group, and it's located on carbon 2 of the propane. So this is actually 2-methyl propane. And we'll do lots more naming in the next chapter, but that's just a little review to help you work on this assignment.